Hey.
Welcome to the GBF.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. So, can you tell us about your name and your background a bit?
Sure. I'm Toby. I'm Toby Ruckert, the CEO and the founder of UIB Holdings Private Limited in Singapore.
Okay, and what is UIB Holdings all about?
UIB basically focuses on artificial intelligence, on the Internet of Things, and on investments around these areas. We have our own research and development center, so we do develop various technologies in that space ourselves, but we also do investments in other companies.
Okay. What is your agenda of attending the event today?
Well, basically, I'm very interested to learn about blockchain. I mean, everyone has seen, the different currency wars that are taking place, basically. But to me, the technology of the blockchain is actually something that is still underrated from a technology perspective.
So, what do you think about blockchain as an ecosystem, and what do you think the future holds for blockchain and cryptocurrencies?
I think cryptocurrencies still have to weed out a lot of the regulatory issues, and it's basically like a marketplace at the moment. But blockchain as a technology, so it's a bit overhyped, I would say. But blockchain as a technology is even underrated. So just to give you an example, in one of my companies, we have developed a go-to-market strategy for consumer IoT in the smart home space, and we have very different legislation in Europe than versus China, for instance. In Europe, we have GDPR. So there is a concept called the right to be forgotten from a consumer's point of view, which ultimately means that you need to track each and every data point of a consumer. And if he says you got to delete it, you got to delete it. Now in China, this is the opposite end of the spectrum. You got to record everything for compliancy reasons.
Okay.
So we had to deploy our technology on two different clouds with two very opposite ends of the architecture. And the way to go from a technology point of view was blockchain. So you can see the power of blockchain in an architecture environment where traditionally there is 180 degrees opposite views. That's an example.
So, what kind of companies do you generally invest in?
Typically, wherever there is a combination of, I would say, not deep tech, but tech that is about to touch the consumer life, but it's in a B2B model. So in our current company, we are focusing on smart home appliances. So manufacturers, for example, like a Samsung or like a Bosch, can enable their end users to talk to their smart home devices via WhatsApp, via WeChat, via Facebook Messenger, and so on. And they can do that as good as they could do it on an Amazon Echo or a Google Home. So combination of artificial intelligence, of IoT, of blockchain as a technology is something that quite excites us.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure. Yeah. Nice.